How the Mandaragat-San Miguel Senior High School standalone came into reality. It was October 2011 when Honorable Jerry Abbott, Barangay Captain of Mandaragat, was invited by Mrs. Norma Refsalita, Principal 3, to give an inspirational message to the faculty and staff of San Miguel National High School during the in-service training. Honorable Jerry Abbott mentioned his desire to open a barangay high school in his locality. His dream of opening a school sparked the interest of Mr. XK Ignacio, Department Head of Values Education in San Miguel National High School. The desire of Honorable Abbott inspired and enlightened Mr. Ignacio to start moving and pursue the challenge of making the dream a reality. After a month of studying and researching on how to process all the pertinent documents in putting up a school, Mr. XK Ignacio started to conduct a feasibility study based on DepEd Order 71, Series of 2003, and Republic Act 9155. Together with Honorable Leticia Tabadlong, who was then the chair of Committee on Education, also visited the different offices in the city of Puerto Princesa to acquire all necessary documents as requirements. After those tiring moments of going to and fro in getting all the documents, Mr. XK Ignacio presented this feasibility study to Barangay Captain Jerry Abbott. In that instance, Honorable Abbott made two resolutions, namely, a resolution requesting the school's division superintendent Mr. Servilano Arcega to open a barangay high school, and a resolution requesting the city mayor Honorable Edward S. Hagedorn to enter into an agreement to donate 1 hectare of lot for San Miguel National High School Mandaragat Annex. When the resolutions were finished, Mr. Ignacio presented the feasibility study to Honorable Jerry Abbott for a thorough deliberation, and eventually those were finalized. Fortunately, these resolutions were adapted and approved on September 19, 2012 at 5 o'clock in the afternoon by all the barangay officials under the Committee of Honorable Pablito Baroni Jr. headed by Barangay Captain Jerry Abbott. These two resolutions were passed to the City Council, and after 3 hearings and thorough deliberation, the City Council formally passed a resolution, Resolution number 834-2013 on June 3, 2013. This resolution was authored by Honorable Eleuterio Sijuelino, City Councilor, authorizing the Honorable City Mayor Edward S. Hagedorn to enter into and sign a Memorandum of Agreement with the Department of Education City Schools Division of Puerto Princesa, regarding a parcel of land to be used exclusively as the future site of San Miguel National High School Barangay Mandaragat Annex. However, there was a change of leadership from Honorable Mayor Edward Hagedorn to Honorable Mayor Lucilo Arbayron. Hence, after 4 months of intense follow-up, and going through challenges and obstacles of trying to meet and discuss with different people, Mr. XK Ignacio wrote a letter to the incumbent mayor requesting him for a short conference, and successfully got the approval on October 2, 2013. After that, Attorney Gr. Lawyer Iosa processed the Memorandum of Agreement, allocating parcel of land owned by the city government of Puerto Princesa with 8,000 square meters to DepEd Puerto Princesa City for the establishment of San Miguel National High School Mandaragat Annex. This was signed by Mr. Domingo V. Pardal, OIC Schools Division Superintendent, and an Honorable Mayor Lucilo Arbayron in the presence of Attorney Gr. Lawyer Iosa, witnessed by Mr. XK Ignacio and Lapel Zapanta, Administrative Officer 5, a very kind lady of the legal office, with acknowledgement and document number 362, page number 74, book 4, series of 2013. But unfortunately, after a long period of labor, there was a moratorium which prevented the said annex school into becoming a reality. Mr. X Ignacio also wrote a letter to Honorable Douglas Haladon requesting the Honorable Congressman to write a letter requesting the DepEd Secretary Brother Raman Lewis wrote to lift the moratorium and to allocate funds for the 24 classrooms of San Miguel National High School Mandaragat Annex. Mr. X.K. Ignacio personally gave the letter to the office of Honorable Douglas Hajadorn and Batasang Pambansa at Quezon City with the permission of Mrs. Mary Jane Parkin, OIC Principal, San Miguel National High School. When the K-12 took effect, this concern was lifted again, since there was no buildable space in San Miguel National High School and there was MOA supporting their perpetual right to use the site in Barangay Mandaragat. City Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. L.C.T. Berrios, a God-fearing, full of wisdom, a very energetic, superb superintendent, defended the urgency to open a senior high school standalone in the said locale together with Dr. Dennis Lucas, senior high coordinator of the division of Puto Princesa City. Last October 24, 2014, ideas came to the mind of the proponent Mr. X.K. Ignacio where he asked permission from Captain Jerry Abbott to draft the resolutions. Resolution 42 Series of 2014 renaming the school from San Miguel Mandaragat Annex to Mandaragat-San Miguel Senior High School Standalone. Resolution 43 Series of 2014 settle the ownership of Lilian Quicho. Resolution 44 Series of 2014 seeking the assistance of Honorable Douglas Hagedorn to donate classrooms and follow up the 24 classrooms from national budget. These resolutions were again adopted, used, and approved by the barangay officials of Barangay Mandaragat, and passed to the City Council. On January 13, 2015, the Committee on Education Puto Princesa City invited all the concerned agencies to discuss this matter, because of the letter dated December 19, 2014 from Honorable Jerry Abad and Mr. Beroni, Chair Committee Education, addressed to Mr. Samson Nagosa, City Secretary. After a careful deliberation, this was again discussed, and was witnessed by Mrs. Salvation Eming, the new school principal, Mrs. Flordela Zapisa Master Teacher 2, Mrs. Cecilia Tungpalan Head Teacher 3, and Merlinda Estrancer Head Teacher 3, the bigwigs of the school, and yours truly Mr. X Ignacio Senior High School Coordinator. Consequently, successive resolutions were passed by the City Council. The resolution number 1149 series of 2015 immediately facilitate the transfer of ownership of a certain portion sponsored by Committee on Land Estates and Urban Development and Committee on Education and Culture. In the morning of July 4, 2015, Engineer Mark Tattard, Engineer 2 of Central Office, stressed that if the documents will not be forwarded on the said date at the Central Office, the ownership, perpetual use of the site and other documents pertaining thereof will be forfeited, as well as the offering of the senior high school. Immediately at 9:30 in the morning on the said date, Engineer Mark Tattard together with Mr. X Ignacio took pictures and had an ocular inspection in the site. Then, at 11 o'clock in the morning, the senior high school coordinator, Mr. X K Ignacio, submitted all the pertinent documents to Engineer Mark Tattard, and he successfully submitted all the pertinent documents to the central office through email. Fortunately, with God's grace, the Department of Education included the Mandaragat-San Miguel Senior High School standalone in the budget for 2015. Facilities Fund Batch 5 with physical target of 24 classrooms with 2 units, scope of work 2-story 12 classrooms with 29,308,343 pesos with school ID number 342797. July 25, 2015, Mr. X K Ignacio together with Dr. Ambrosio Escorpizzo, Master Teacher 2, personally held meetings and coordinated with individuals who were concerned in the filling materials needed in the site. He met the contractor of the international airport, engineer Gilpam Atmad, with the Korean Mr. Jang Park, and head engineer of Shumart, SM City, engineer Martin Rivas in Puto Princesa, from whom the school got the filling materials. There were 25 trucks of filling materials were dumped on the site, and there will be additional ones coming from these stacker holders. It should be noted that the Parents and Teachers Association was likewise tapped to help in this project. Last September 8, 2015, the PTA president Mrs. Felisa Acosta gave 6,000 pesos to be used in clearing the area with the help of Barangay Captain Jerry Abad. Last December 21st, 2015 at 9 o'clock in the morning, the groundbreaking ceremony took place in the site of the said school. This event was attended and witnessed by many dignitaries. Dr. LCT Barrios, Division Superintendent Puto Princesa City, Dr. Sharon Laurentio IC Assistant SDS, Congressman Douglas Hagedorn, Ponang Barangay Jerry Abad, Ponang Barangay Patrick Alex Haladorn, faculty and staff, parents and selected students. January 4, 2015, Sunday, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Mr. Ignacio met the contactor and had a very short meeting, and agreed that the attention of the implementing team should be called on the following day, January 5, 2015 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. All the concerned persons and agencies met to finalize the location of the site, namely Captain Jerry Abad, Dr. Dennis Lucas, Senior High School Division Coordinator, Dr. Vasanti Lagrada, Division Facility Coordinator, Engineer 2 Mark Tattered, Mr. Jason Azaraga, the contractor, and Mr. Mario Salvation Eming, Principal of 3 San Miguel National High School, Cecilia Tungpilan, Head Teacher 3. Rex K. Ignacio, OIC Department Head of Values Education and Master Teacher / Coordinator respectively of the school, and Engineer Agustin Bacoltas, Project Engineer from the DPWH, and Engineer Alberto Johnson Jr., Civil Engineer who prepares the structural plan, structural analysis with the permission of Engineer Thelma Gabayan, Head of Construction, and District Head Engineer Omar Agari. They inspected the places to where the building will be constructed. On January 6, 2016 at 8 o'clock in the morning, the site was cleared using grader from the DPWH with the supervision of the Senior High School Coordinator. All the filling materials were scattered within the area. The following day the contractor brought all the materials for the building. Consequently, the workers made their quarters within the site. The work was continuously done by the foreman. As time passed by, the foreman led the group in doing and making the steel bars for the building. On January 7, 2016, excavations were made using backhoe. On the following day, another backhoe was brought to the place to make the work move faster. From January 8 to 17, 2016, the excavation of the site and preparation of angle bars were finished. Consequently, on January 18, 2016, the foreman and his men started to make the foundation. According to the contractor, 25 truckloads of filling materials were not enough for the 8,000 square meters land area. This would result to the delay of work for the second building. Again, the contractor called up the coordinator to contact the Air Transportation Office, where the first tranche of filling materials would be collected. On the other hand, another letter was written to request for an additional 50 truckloads of filling materials, but the problem was the truck and backhoe that would transport them in the site were not available. We once again tapped Congressman Honorable Douglas S. Hagedorn about our concern, and we eventually got a positive answer. We also benefited from the kindness of the SM project engineer Puto Princesa City, Engineer Martin Rivas, where he gave 10 truckloads with the condition of staying in the site until the transaction was over. The coordinator, being alone, went home at almost 10 in the evening with riotous people in the site. The barangay officials, together with the informal settlers, had meeting last January 18, 2016 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon for the last time, informing and encouraging the informal settlers to vacate the place with the help of the barangay officials. On Monday, January 25, 2016 at 8 o'clock in the morning, the barangay officials visited the site together with the anti-squatting team to settle the issues and concerns. On January 19, 2016, Mr. Ignacio processed the building permit, sanitary permit and electrical permit, and was completely accomplished with a grateful heart to Mr. Aladin Krasendinger, Alan Abia for giving services and signing clearances for free. Last March 22, 2016, after 3 months of working. Last March, Mr. Ignacio had the chance to talk to Raniga Billiger, head of the anti-squatting team, gave an assurance that they would do their best to encourage the informal settlers to vacate the area in the site, and was materialized on the same year. A new foreman named Engineer Joseph Pardian and a newly hired foreman named Renato Lauren and Roderick Stimeuga. They were the ones who continued the construction. With the guidance of the former principal, Salvation Imang. Presently, the said school has new principal, under the leadership of Dr. Ella Fazetta Batul, Principal 2, who officially started her service on July 28, 2017. The Mandaragat-San Miguel Senior High School. Thank you for watching, and this is Lloyd E, signing off.